How's it going, guys? Dylan from Luxury Lives On, and I hope everyone's doing well today. Aston Martin is synonymous with elegance, class, and sophistication. And yes, those may be identical words, but I bring them up because, well, the car I'm in front of today, in Rolls-Royce Blue, probably isn't one of those identical words. In fact, it's not elegant like a DB9 or even classy like a DB5, and it definitely isn't sophisticated like a Vanquish. What this is, it's, well, weird. Now I can only imagine its strange looks have to derive from, well, its genetics. In fact, my hypothesis is that, well, it looks like a Ferrari and a Mustang had a baby. Now, the Ferrari half of the family surely has to be demonstrated at the back of this car because, as you can see, the taillights are, well, not exactly Aston Martin. In fact, they really evoke historic Ferrari taillights instead. Now, for the second part of this family tree, we have the Americans. We have the Mustang, and you can see a lot of resemblance in the front here. But not only that, there's a lot of different design elements on the rear arches and all the different vents. They just kind of scream muscle. Now, although I just told you this car comes from, well, two very different dissections of a family tree, one pretty and elegant and the other powerful and muscular, it actually starts to make a lot of sense when you step back and look at the car as a whole because, well, although it is muscular, it's quite pretty. In fact, this is what Aston Martins have always been. They've been the pretty alternative and the British muscle car. Now, it's important to note this car is much more than just the appearance of muscle. It actually has muscle to back it up. There's two types of muscle men out there. You have the overly chiseled guys that are slathered in oil on stage, and then you have the guys that look like barrels that can pretty much pick up anything. This car not only looks strong, it is because it has twin superchargers that provide it with 550 horsepower and 550 pound-feet of torque to match. And all of that propels it to 186 miles an hour. Now, this is pretty crazy considering that its rival Ferrari 355 had, well, 375 horsepower. Sorry, Ferrari. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, hell, Dylan, I want this. Unfortunately, to satisfy that want, you'll probably have to have the cash as well because, well, only 233 of these were made, and of course people want something they can't have, and it just is so weird that the market's just gone crazy for them. Another interesting thing I recently remembered is not only is this car expensive now, Aston Martins period were expensive back then before the newer generations. In fact, Aston Martins used to be the most expensive cars you could buy. They were pricier than Ferraris and Rolls-Royces, and that's not just because this has Rolls-Royce paint. Now, guys, I just have to give a massive thank you to Symbolic Motors here in Sorrento Valley. Please check out their dealership. They have, well, outrageous cars. There's so much variety here, and that's why I always beg them to film. In fact, I just want to thank them specifically for letting me see one of my dream cars here today. There are two cars I've seen here, the 73 AMG and now this car that I thought I'd probably never see, and that's what this dealership does. It makes, well, strange dreams happen. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more of my content, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Peace.